You're listening to the voice note you didn't know you needed by Denise Cardenas.
I created a content plan that I knew for a fact that my client would burn out. So check this out. I would get clients that would come to me and they would be like, I am ready to show up. I am ready to build my personal brand. I am very committed. I am very serious. And I would see that motivation and excitement. And I would push back a little bit. And I would be like, look, you haven't posted in such a long time. Let's work our way up to posting daily. I got a huge pushback automatically. And they were like, no, I am so serious. I'm going to make this work. And this is where my people pleasing came in. And I regret this so much because I knew for a fact that if they are not posting consistently or they haven't posted in quite some time, I knew they wouldn't be able to keep up with their plan. Not because they didn't have skills, not because they weren't committed. It's just because they weren't used to it. They didn't have that habit. But of course, people pleaser here, just went along with it. Then when I started building my own personal brand a year ago, after being in the sidelines for so freaking long, guess what? I did that same exact plan because I was motivated, I was excited, I was ready to do the work. But guess what? I burned out. Within 2 weeks, if even, I couldn't keep up with it. I literally would open my laptop and try to come up with ideas. And I would feel my body just become, out of nowhere, exhausted and tired. And I was ready for a nap. I wanted to do anything else but create content. I would grab my phone. I would start scrolling. Nothing would come up from that. And that should have been clue enough that something was wrong with this plan. But no, that didn't happen. I automatically started to question myself. I started to doubt myself. I love doing this for other people. I am good at it, but I couldn't do it for myself. And I'm like, what a hypocrite. I felt like such a hypocrite. So I beat myself up for quite some time. And then I'm like, wait a minute. I have been ignoring what I always knew deep down. And what I always knew that we can't have a plan that we are following like everyone else because we're different. I've been following just industry standards and it's so hard to avoid them because it's something we're drilled into it all the time. It's like, we should be posting daily. We should be doing this and realizing that it's not because people are not talented. They don't have creativity. They're not meant to be creatives or content creators or anything like that. Is that we are constantly following everyone else's step and not creating our own way through the world, through content creation. So if you are having this problem and struggling with consistency, stop blaming yourself. Stop thinking something's wrong with you and start looking at the plan you're actually following. Your body knows something is wrong before your brain catches up. Automatically, I should have realized that when I opened my laptop and started forcing myself to create content, that my body would try to do something else, take a nap, scroll, go on a walk, wash dishes, other than create content.